of YouTube. If you're new here, my name is Kez, and today I am going to be talking about To All the Boys I Loved Before, part 3. I almost forgot. Okay, so I put off watching the second movie for literally a year because I was like, I just don't want it to not live up to the expectations of the first movie. Guess what? I was correct, because I felt like the second movie, it was a bit trash. Don't come for me, but it was. I was watching that movie and I thought, must be half an hour through, so I paused it. Turns out I'm 20 minutes to the end and I was like, so what's happened in this whole movie? Because at the moment you're just doing scenery and vibes. I really had no clue what was going on. The only thing I loved was John Ambrose playing the piano. That was the best part of the whole movie, and yeah, there's nothing else to say about that. But with the third movie, I was like, they're gonna have to make it good, they're gonna have to do something exciting with it. So I thought, let's watch the movie and talk about it. First of all, I just want to talk about my favourite characters. Number one, Kitty. She's 12 and she's just coming out with all of this knowledge, all of this, like, she just knows things that other people should be knowing, but she's out here saying it. She brings a lot of life to the movie. Like, in the second movie, I was waiting for her to say something funny. I'm not even joking. And in this one, I feel like she has the same sort of role, and she makes everyone laugh, and I think it adds a lot to the movie. And secondly, Chris. I love how independent she is. I love her vibe of being like, you know what, I'm not forgetting my dreams and my own aspirations because of man that I can find anywhere on any street. I love it. She's like, Trevor, he's whatever, but I'm chasing my dreams. I want to go to Costa Rica and be on the farm. Peter Kavinsky, overall, yeah, that boy's a dreamboat. I don't understand why, actually, I was going to say I don't understand why anyone would want to leave him, but the second movie, John Ambrose, Peter Kavinsky, like, I'm sorry, I really feel like, you know what, Peter did nothing wrong. John Ambrose just had some sort of allure. John Ambrose playing the piano, I said it before and I'll say it again, like, that scene, I was like, Laura Jean, it's gonna be sad to not see Noah Centineo on the screen no more, but John Ambrose, he's the one for you. I've never read the books, but apparently in the books, Laura Jean's actually like, John Ambrose, I'll pick you, I'd actually pick you, but Peter picked me first. Basically, she said, you're a better choice, but Peter got there first, sorry innit, what can I do? I was supposed to be talking about Peter Kavinsky, and I just got sidetracked by John Ambrose. Peter, he's lovely, his dad's a bit of a deadbeat, which actually adds a lot to why he feels the way he does when Laura Jean says she wants to go to New York, because it just does feel like a rejection. So I actually really do understand that he just feels like, okay, my dad's left me, my girlfriend also just saying, I want to be the furthest away from you. But overall, he's alright. The one thing I love about Laura Jean is that, like, her character development is actually the best out of anyone's. In every single movie, she learns something. Even though I didn't like the second movie, she actually does progress. She learns something new about herself. She learns something new about the world around her, and I really do appreciate the way that she does grow. Jen, in the first movie, awful. Second movie, meh. And third movie, also meh. We tolerate Jen now. Before it was like, get Jen out of here, we don't want Jen. But now it's like, hey, I didn't invite you, but I don't want you to leave now, so that's cool. What other characters are in this movie, fam? I don't remember. We don't get to really know much about Trevor like we get to know about Chris, so there's not really much to say about him. He's probably one of the side characters that we get the least development on. It's kind of like the same with Lucas, actually. Even in this movie, he's here, he says about 2 lines, and then we see him at prom. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I could really just do with a spin-off. Like, I want a Chris spin-off. Show me Chris on the farm in Costa Rica. Like, actually show me it, because I'm actually down for that movie. I felt overall they weren't actually trying to do too much. Like, it basically followed the kind of normal movie plot that you would think about any coming of age, young adult teen movie, which honestly, for the last thing of the trilogy, I wasn't expecting a madness. And actually, even though I say that, I like that the movie didn't kind of hit a climax when she was like, oh, I didn't get into Stanford, because that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for it to be 1 hour in, she finally tells him, everything comes crumbling down. But I like that that was actually the beginning of the movie, and she progresses on more from there, getting into more years and all the stuff that comes with that. Something I actually loved was the promposal. Obviously the movie starts with that big ass promposal from that guy, and he's doing a little dancing and it's cute. But I love that they chose a really small but memorable moment for them. So it's in the cafe, they laugh, and it was the pancakes, and it was like the prom, and you're like, oh my god, it's so cute. I actually really like that. I think that was a really good choice to kind of like have that moment, like that was their moment. No one saw it, but it was still really special to like them and something that they had together. Next thing that bugs me, it's actually just personal, it's nothing to do with the movie, but they go on that senior trip to New York. We didn't get that in the UK. We didn't get no trip like that in the UK. You only got that if you went to private school, and even then I don't think they did that. Where would we go? I just feel really robbed, and I'm just a bit upset about that. I'm calling it a pointless scene because I think it's a pointless scene. But when they start playing Truth or Dare, and then Truth or Dare turns out to be Chris's proposal, like I just didn't need that. I know they're trying to like build their love story. I kind of do like it. Like I like the kind of the road they go down with them. But I just felt like it was just unnecessary almost. Like I don't care. I also didn't know that Chris and Jen were cousins. Like, is this something I should have known in the first and second movie? Because I actually just didn't. And when she said this is my cousin, I was like, who's your cousin now? Like, how, like, I really think I missed something. I must have missed something in the other movies. When they're in New York and they're doing their montage, taking pictures, doing the most, I love that you can already see that Laura Jean is falling in love with New York. You know that that's where the story's going. You already know that New York's going to be something that's going to be a conflict in her and Peter's relationship. One New York part that I actually really loved was them putting the pink couch onto the subway. Visually, how that looked, I actually really liked it, but I also liked the kind of thing that they're alluding to, like, oh, this could be life for Laura Jean, just laughing with people and stealing sofas, like, this could be her life. And then it kind of really quickly transitions back to Peter's like,
and wait for you, where were you?
The quick transition in that, and even the quick transition from New York, which I thought was going to be a big part of the story, and it just switches back to she's at home and her house looks different. I did want more New York, but I feel like they kept you interested in the movie because they move it along in a way that you don't expect, even though the storyline is basically any storyline, you know what's going to happen. The second movie, that movie didn't move along at all. I didn't know we were going anywhere. I thought we were at the first stop, but our destination was out here and we just kind of stayed there. So, you know, it's already better. That whole, I choose you, Peter Kavinsky, and he's like, oh, I choose you too, Laura Jean. Like, we know that Sis is gonna want to go and move to New York in the next scene. Like, we know that. She's just breaking his heart. But I love that she's gonna do what she needs to do for her. But don't tell the man that I choose you, but you're choosing New York, not Berkeley. Follow your dreams. Everyone follow your dreams. Don't sacrifice your dreams for no man or woman or person. But you just gotta be careful what you say in it. Don't raise his hopes up just to tell him, I'm leaving you now. Like, no, let's not do that. Laura Jean asking Jen, should I go to NYU? Why does Jen care? Number one. And number two, you didn't like Jen yesterday. You didn't like her. So why are you not asking her what, like, if you should go to NYU? You know you want to go to NYU. You just want someone to tell you. Laura Jean, why? I just want to talk about prom. Because at no point in my prom did we have one big, large dance circle. It never happened. And if we did, people would be laughing at you. People wouldn't be like, wow, look at her moves. They'd be like, get off the dance floor, please. Everybody else wants to dance and have fun with their own friends. We don't want to see you break dancing on the floor. It just doesn't happen. Our proms are not like that. Our proms aren't lit. Like, at our prom, we didn't even know we had to vote for prom king and prom queen. The teachers just randomly chose. Our prom was a mess. The way that they portray high school in America on TV, because I know it's not like that in real life, the way they portray it on TV makes me want that experience for myself.
Okay.
Okay, now we're getting to the part of the movie where she's giving him the box of all the memories, and she's like, it's something to remember us by, and then he gets really upset. He's like, what do you mean remember us by? Let's just break up. I didn't understand that's why she just stood behind her door. She just stood there. My girl, if you want to fight for him, fight for him. She was really just there like, sucks, too. I feel like people should just tell people how they feel, because even when he was like, oh, should I come to the wedding? And she wanted to say yeah. Just say yes then. Come to the wedding, bro. Come to the wedding then. Like, you wanted him to be there. You still love the boy. Like, if you want to fix it, fix it. The reason they broke up is because he felt like she was just trying to bin him off. She was like, you know what, something to remember us by. I just want to have this nice sort of summer, and then I never want to see you again until reunion in 20 years. That's the kind of vibe she was giving to him. But obviously that's not what she meant. but I feel like she should have done something a bit more. Yeah, I really enjoy that they had some sort of resolution for Peter and his dad, because I think, I don't know, a lot of people must go through that. I don't have personal experience with it, so I don't understand, but it must be hard to see, you know, a parent move on and start a new life and you're not part of it. I can never begin to understand that, but I think it was nice to give some sort of resolution and to like allude to the fact that they might start some sort of relationship. I thought that was good for the movie. Otherwise it would have been pointless to just drop that in, that his dad was also there when he was born, and we never get anything to kind of end that. It did feel rushed, but I'm glad that there was something there about that. I did think at first, I was like, why is Peter not showing up at this wedding? What's his boy doing, man? You broke up and you didn't even get the initiative that you should come to the wedding. But I think the surprise that he did and how we actually met was in the yearbook, all of that. I think that was really nice, the way they did that actually, because it made the wedding just be about her enjoying her time with her family, her best friend, and let it be about the dad and the stepmom. I loved the montage whilst she was reading the story and it was Peter's voice over. I was like, wow, if I could cry, if I was a crying babe, you know the tears would be falling, because it was cute, it was cute. The one thing this movie taught me is what a meet cute was, because I ain't never heard of no meet cute in my life before. I've never heard of that and didn't know what that was. So thank you to all the boys I loved before / Netflix for actually giving me some sort of education, because we all know I should be doing my uni work, but here I am watching TV. Overall, just to wrap it up, I think that this third movie did a really good job of actually just ending the trilogy. As I said, the first movie, I think that was genuinely the best one. It was so good, just so feel good. It was exactly what you wanted. Second movie, trash, but the third movie kind of ends it all and kind of sees it out really well. It didn't leave it on a cliffhanger, because she's like, me and Peter, we're not like the rest of the couples. Yeah, well, you might not be like the rest of the couples, but most of the couples have been there and done it. I will tell you, you're like the rest of them. Thank you for watching me ramble on about To All the Boys I Loved Before. If you want to see more content like this, then make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you liked about the movie in the comments, and I will see you in another video.